Death Run, and I'm going to be talking about, I've just started, what? I won't. I'm just gonna talk to them as my terrible teacher, and also my science teacher. So basically, it started off. Well, basically, the start of this story begins once I started coming to school. First day of school. So I didn't have my Chromebook yet because I just started going to middle school. I didn't have my Chromebook yet, so she started like yelling at me like, oh, you should have my Chromebook. So then after that, I was like, I don't have it, and she was like, oh, you should come to class prepared. And then I said, today's my first day, and she was like, oh God, oh, I'm sorry. And that was just the start of it. At that point, I was like, okay, this girl might be bad, but I doubt that she's as bad as like some of my past teachers. I've had some decently bad teachers. They would just yell a lot. They weren't super terrible. This is my worst teacher ever. No doubt.
There's some teachers that suck.
So basically, I come to school the second day with an actual with a Chromebook, and I start doing my notes, and I finished them a little early, and she's like, Lucas, you better finish your notes. You better finish your notes. Finish your notes, stuff like that. Now then, just so you know, there's this special kid in the back of the class. I'm not trying to be like rude or anything. I'm just like stating the facts. He's a special kid. That's gonna be important later. So basically, there's like a decent bit of special kids at my school who just go to normal classes and stuff. He stays in the science class for most of the day. I'm just gonna, instead of saying this kid, his name is Arnold. His name is Arnold. So basically, Arnold ends up being like, he ends up like getting free A's and stuff because the teacher starts feeling bad for him and stuff, giving him free A's. So then there is another person that Tegan, my friend, knows. That's not her real name, but yeah, she knows. And basically, she's also mentally challenged, and she's gotten free A's. So stuff like that happens, and that makes me think like she's just giving them all free A's. Like, I mean, I get helping them out, but she's giving them full free A's. I get that you want to help them and stuff, but I think that you should not give them stuff. I feel like you should at least make them like work for it a little bit and stuff. But that's just what I think. Later on, it gets worse. Back to me doing my notes. I finish off early, okay? And by the time that I'm finished, she doesn't believe that I've written it all down. So then I show her my notebook, and she's like, this isn't written down, this isn't written down. Because I was like, I wasn't writing exactly what she was saying because I didn't think that I had to. See, I had a really cool teacher in sixth period, so I thought that she was going to be kind of like him. But she wasn't. I thought that she was going to be a really cool teacher like him, let me write down my own notes instead of judging me on them like she did. So basically what ends up happening is she ends up yelling at me and being like, you should have done your work. You should have done your work. How dare you not do your work?
Stupid!
Exactly. She was yelling at me for not doing my work when I did my work, just not the exact way that she wanted. Like, I think that that's so stupid. But after I didn't do exactly what she wanted, I ended up having to go home and do that. At that moment, I knew she's a piece of trash. See,
I don't know what you're talking about. She's not like the best teacher.
Now then, what basically ends up happening? I should probably give her a name. What should I name her?
Miss Stupid Face.
let me think. Miss Karen. That's it. Miss Karen. Now the Miss Karen here always seemed like she had a stick up her butt. Always like, hey, you better do your work, you better do the warm-up, it's super easy. Then it would be like, she literally, I'm talking about this is still recent. Like, this is still going on. Today, she gave me 50 question open notes test, which we were not prepared for. We were nowhere near prepared for this moment. Like, I mean, I knew that the test was up and coming, but I thought that she would teach us more. But what ends up happening is everybody ends up getting a bad grade. Or not a bad grade, but not a good one. Like, I got a 74, and I'm a all A's and B's student. I've never gotten a C, like C average in my entire life. Never gotten that. But, basically, yeah, that happens. So, I know that something's up. I know it. Going back in time, there was a tornado in Spartanburg. And the thing about that is, she used that as an excuse to bring her class average up by literally letting us cheat. Literally, full on letting us cheat on the test. Not even like doing it like, oh no, they cheated, I can't do anything about it. Nah, she straight up said, oh yeah, you guys are probably shooken up from the tornado. Why not give you your computers and Google and do it? She gave us Google. Like, she's just using excuses. She knows that her class is so terrible that she has to literally tell the students to cheat.
Come on, Miss Karen, we're giving the kids cold math.
I know, she's literally giving us reasons to cheat. Literally full on giving us reasons. One second, I'm focusing. Okay, so basically what ends up happening is this teacher ends up for one letting us cheat to bring her class average up, because that doesn't look good, obviously. Having 15 kids failing does not look good on her class average, but yeah, so she does that, and what ends up happening is nothing. Because nobody tells on her. Because they don't realize what she's doing. They just think that she's being nice. Jennings. That's one of my old favorite teachers. Was named Miss Jennings. She was really nice. This Miss Karen. God, Miss Karen. She's just, what she would do was she would do that, like, quote unquote, like, nice thing where she would be like, honey, you're not doing this right. Except it would be like, more like, honey, you're not doing this right. Redo it. Like, she was just so rude. She is rude. I don't know how I'm going to get through this year without slapping her in the face.
Huh.
Honey, you're not doing this right. Bueno. Honey, you're not doing this right. Shut up! Like, I mean, if you've ever seen a Karen, this is a Karen times 10.
Dang.
Times 10. Like, this woman is really bad. I did this because Ethan suggested it. I was just gonna do a normal video, but Ethan suggested that I do a video where I like tell about my story instead of just doing like a podcast type video. I think it's gonna turn out kind of well. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I've never done one of these before, but this is one of the worst experiences I've ever had with school. Worst experience, no doubt. Because she's just... I don't know what to say about Miss Karen. Plus I've gotten... By the way, guys, have you guys noticed the only person who's been giving me homework is... Guess who? Miss Jennings! Ding, ding, ding! You got it! Just kidding, it's not Miss Jennings, that's my old teacher. Frick. I keep on getting their names mixed up. They were similar, but she was a lot nicer. I mean Miss Karen. Miss Karen gave me that. If you've ever hated somebody, multiply that threefold.
But gee, that's a lot of pay.
I truly do. Because she doesn't teach us. It's rather you get an A because you're special, or you get an F. Like, I mean, God, she's just such a bad teacher. That's the worst thing. She's just a bad teacher and all.
Why does she still have her job?
Because she's an older woman. So they're like, oh, she's older, she's wise. Yeah, sure. Hey, Ethan, you could get on your Minecraft world and we could play it together.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just gonna continue playing the Hive then. Well, all of my teachers are great, besides her. She's, I hate her. She is literally just a worse Karen.
Pixie?
That's my worst school story. That's about it so far. I'll keep you updated. Good.